Okay, so let me show what's for lunch today. Why my icon is not lighting up on the video for those of you watching on YouTube or Rumble. Um, it is because apparently Discord started some kind of new update or something, and it has decided to make mics not work on some devices or browsers, more than likely, if I had to take a guess, because on my laptop, I'm running on Microsoft Edge. On my computer, I'm running on Chrome. So, if I had to guess, that's probably the reason they pushed some new update that made it not work on all browsers. Does that sound like a sound theory?
Maybe.
It's strange, but it wouldn't be the first,
Yeah.
like Andy said.
Yeah, and there's Nate. Okay.
Oh,
Nate, sorry, we were having technical issues. We are actually just getting started, so go ahead and start us off.
wait, I can't hear. Oh, no, okay, I can. All right. So, hello, Pebbles across all platforms. Welcome to the Idiots Podcast, episode 61.
Yep. Okay. Let me show what is for lunch today. We ordered from this place called Two Brothers Barbecue. So classic barbecue, mac and cheese, ribs, and mashed potatoes.
Mac and cheese is part of your classic barbecue experience?
Welcome to
In
the
America,
U.S.
it is. Yeah.
I see.
I mean, what
Oh,
was it like in Czech Republic?
Um, well, aside from meats, what will you usually encounter and we only I have never seen like a barbecue like a restaurant. Like every barbecue that I've been to was just, with like extended family members, quote unquote, your aunts and uncles that aren't actually related to you, but you call them that because they're your parents' friends.
Right.
So yeah, so aside from the meats, there is of course, corn can be served,
Yeah, we do corn as
various
well.
crisps, and there's also, the like camembert cheeses, all
Cheeses.
that, and
Interesting.
fish.
Yes.
And fish.
Yeah, in America, they call close friends aunts and uncles too.
Yeah. In America, we also can call like close friends of our
Depending.
parents, aunt and uncles too. Like, there was a close
Mhm.
family friend, named Steve. But because when I was a little kid, like I couldn't pronounce my V's very well, so it ended up it becoming Teeb, and then it became Tube. So from there on
Cute.
out, yeah, I called him Uncle Tube.
Cute.
Um. Anyways, today's topic is about animal encounters. Just talking about. Oh, you know what? Let's do a meme of the day. I said I was going to do this, but I got distracted. So I kind of want to do this to have like clips for the luncheons on YouTube because, again, shorts work well on
You
YouTube.
mean shorts. Mhm.
Yeah. So I pulled it up in memes.
Wait, what? Let me see.
Yeah, it's with Beavis and
Alright.
Butthead. So it's Beavis and Butthead go to Silent Hill, and I thought it was fitting because again I'm doing my last Silent Hill run today. um, so naturally they're walking around giggling, and Beavis just goes, or Butthead just goes, this place sucks.
Yeah, sucks ball.
Just wait till they get to the nurses. Butthead will go, hey baby, I'll let you like examine me.
I am the great Cornholio.
Oh yeah, Beavis gets into all the old medicines they have there. He becomes the great Cornholio. Eventually, the nurses and everything just leave him alone because he just annoys the shit out of them.
And they're like, hell no.
Yeah, this was originally supposed to be their hell, but they've turned it into hell for hell. What is that, Andy?
Huh?
Yeah, it came from him.
Yeah, was that your TV or something?
Sorry, I hope some background noise.
Oh, okay. But my goodness.
Close your browsers, bro. Nobody wants to hear your hentai.
Baby girl, I don't need hentai as long as you're here.
Oh my god. Bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Um,
Sound like such a little kid.
good lord. Anyways, let's move on to those animal experiences. So in October, there's this little farm outside of Wichita that opens up for it's like a pumpkin patch, and they also have animals there. And some of the animals they have are Highland cows. Have you guys ever seen Highland cows before?
Oh yes.
They
Yeah.
are fluffy, right?
Yes, but I didn't know they were called Highland cows at the time. So without hesitation, when my mother-in-law asks, what kind of cows are those? I, without hesitation, say fruff cows. And she just goes with it.
Hmm.
Because they do be fruffy.
Mhm.
And there were other animals there, there was a rabbit hutch, and poor rabbits, they were so tired because there were so many little kids coming in and out of there, probably picking them up and playing with them, and they're like, yeah, we're done for the day.
Yeah.
Relatable.
Yeah.
Would you like to tell them what they did?
Oh, but because Lady Stone has this incredible animal magnetism, all the rabbits, the moment she bents over and all the little kids are gone, they hop right up and sniff her fingers. Yeah, it's just weird. It's like little kids and animals with her,
Cows.
And then there's a cow that tried to French her hand,
Try
Just-
to what?
French kiss her hand.
Oh.
Yeah, with his big ass tongue. We'll get to the Fossil Ridge safari we went on for our honeymoon when it comes back to me. But Rabbit, you go ahead and go next. What's your experience with any animal encounters like that, or in the wild?
I guess wild animal. I've had fewer wild animal experiences. When I first joined the military, we went down to Georgia. So all the infantry folks train in one exclusive military base down in Georgia. And
Yep.
towards
I
think-
bit of a digression. My dad actually was in the National
yeah.
Guard, and yeah, that's where he trained too. But go on.
Oh, okay, yeah. So when I was down there at Fort Benning, and I don't know, they've changed the name or something. I don't remember. I don't care about what they're going to call these places now. It's always going to be Fort Benning for me. So I think around 2/3 of the way through the training, we go out in the woods. They hand you a map, a compass, tell you to go and find some points on the map with just the grids, and say, don't die, because it's too much paperwork. So they put you in groups of 4 to 5. And that's not for safety. It's simply because there are not enough maps to go around. And so you get one compass, one map, 4 people, and you're told no flashlights at night. You can't use your flashlights. You have to use cover with it. You can put a red lens on the flashlight so people can't see it, but no white light, period, anywhere.
Okay.
So we go out in the woods. We find the first point, no problem. We're moving over to the second of 3, I think it was, we had to find. And I remember we were coming into this really thick wooded area. And in my group of 4, you've got me from the south of the Americas. There was another guy who was kind of from the Rocky Mountains, banjo playing in like Hills Have Eyes kind of place. And the other 2 guys are city slickers. One from New York, one from Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
So these 2 guys are completely out of their element. They've never
Right.
been in the woods. Closest thing they've seen to trees or gardens. So we get out. We're in this really thick woods. We're making our way through. We're double checking the compass, making sure we're going the right way. And all of a sudden, the clearing just opens up. out of nowhere. Didn't expect it. So now we're standing in this open clearing, and we start hearing wings. It was very clearly a large bird.
Oh, like an
So-
owl?
Oh,
Oh no! So an owl you will not hear.
yeah.
Owls fly completely silent.
Oh, wow.
They're the perfect predator. I love owls so much. But you could hear this, and from the size of it, we knew it was a big, we're talking, had to have been like a 5-foot wingspan type of bird. So we stopped, look around, and you can see a silhouette on a branch. And I go,
Oh.
holy crap, this got to be like a buzzard or a turkey vulture or something. Those get to around maybe 2.5 feet tall. The wings are large. But as we're sitting there, that silhouette just kind of stretches up. You know, when something is threatened, it makes itself look bigger.
Right.
As soon as it puffs itself up, we catch a movement up in the rest of the trees. There were maybe 30 of these birds up in the trees above us.
So they were trying
And
to
the
get
light,
Wow.
the light's catching the eyes, and we're just in the middle of this clearing surrounded by vultures of some sort, a very large scavenging bird. And it was just creepy. Now, the two slitty sticker dudes, they freaked out immediately and ran back into the woods. So then we had to go and chase them down. But because they did that, it startled the birds.
Oh, that's not good.
So they
So
took
what
off and started flying the other way away from us, trying to get away from us. So it was maybe 20 or 30 of these birds going through. After we calmed our guys down, that's when we started hearing the screaming coming from deeper in the woods, because those turkey vultures had flown deeper towards into the shrub area where a marsh was. And that's where another group was getting their point. So these poor guys are out there riding down their point, and the next thing they knew, about 20 turkey vultures or large vultures of some sort swooped in at them.
Oh, geez.
And they lost all their stuff. Like, they dropped the map, compass, they lost their flashlights, they tore off into the woods and found the drill sergeants, and we're like, we just got attacked by giant birds. And it was a great time. So of course my group had to play it cool and be like, when they asked us, did you see any birds? We just went, nope. No,
Yeah,
no.
you can't take,
No,
can't take
Didn't see-
responsibility for
at
that.
all.
I didn't see a thing. We saw
Not
nothing.
even a sparrow.
No, not a thing. But even out there, there's always this rumor that there's mountain lions and cougars and panthers in like the North Florida, Orlando area, southern Georgia. According to the federal government and the state governments, that is 100% false. They've never had a record of it. But I am telling you right now, they are 100% out there. There are big cats in the southeast of the Americas.
Oh, yeah.
100%, and they look like mountain lions.
Yeah.
And they are huge, because we also ran into a group there that was backing away because one of those suckers came out of the woods and was basically saying, get the hell away from me. So it probably had a den in there. So with all these different wildlife encounters, the drill sergeants are like, well, I guess we can't use this area anymore. We're going to have to move the next cycle to a different spot because there's too much stuff living here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Character.
nothing like putting a whole bunch of young dudes out in the woods, and a lot of them are from the city and they've never seen animals in their habitat, and they have no idea how to react around them. Then you got all the country folks. All we're thinking is, I could eat that.
Yep.
Boy.
Oh, he doesn't want to eat wild animals.
No, he's an idiot when it comes to camping and wilderness.
Ah, okay. Do you have a story with that?
Oh, me camping in the wilderness, being an idiot?
No, I was talking to Lady Stone. How her dad.
Oh,
Yeah. So what's your story?
Well, I was probably 5,
Mhm.
and my brother was 7, and he took us camping in Glen Rose, where has a lot of dinosaur fossils. So it's like a good opportunity to just run ourselves crazy and learn.
Oh yeah, my dad took us there all the time when we were kids. We like playing in the big giant dinosaur footprint in the river.
Yeah, now you can't do that, of course.
Oh yeah.
They closed it off, but then that's what we did. And at night, you're supposed to put up your food or, find a way to protect it. My dad didn't know how to do that. He didn't know you're supposed to do that at all. So in the middle of the night, we're sleeping. All of a sudden, he wakes up. He goes, "Oh, what's that?" Opens the flap. He goes, "Goddamn raccoons!" He goes, "Watch this, kids. Dad's gonna scare him off." And we're sitting there, and everything's silhouette, so it makes it even more funny.
Mm-hmm.
And Dad's doing, trying to make a loud noise to scare him off. This raccoon was probably 5 foot when he stood up on his legs. And just full on raising his hands, everything. And Dad goes, "Oh shit," drops his flashlight, takes off, and this raccoon runs after him.
Yeah, raccoons, they'll defend their food.
Next thing you know, there's several more running after him. So all we see is a silhouette of these raccoons chasing a man. And my brother and I are just watching this. My brother turns to me and goes, "Should we go out there and help them?" And I went, "No." Grandpa told us not to do that. So we're just watching this silhouette. It's like shadow play of silent movie films of being chased. And he was finally able to chase him off. He puts the food in the truck. He goes back to sleep with us, and it starts to rain. He didn't buy a rain cover for the tent.
Oh, jeez.
So we're getting soaked. He goes, "God damn, this can't be drink." Wakes us up again, throws us in the back of the pickup truck because it was a cover pickup. We're sleeping there going, "Dad, why do we move?" "Shut up, kids." Squlop, squlop, squlop. We left the next day. We never tried to camp again.
Yeah. Oh, Andy. I guess Andy had to leave. Oh, nope. Did you get disconnected, Andy?
Yeah, I got disconnected somehow. I don't know what happened.
Okay, it's okay.
Damn it, Discord.
Yeah, it has to be Discord. It's going through some kind of big update today or something. Why
Yes,
is it
yeah.
like this would be a topic for discussion. Why is it Sunday that all these apps we use choose for their update day?
Well, they're probably hoping that we're not going to use them.
Probably, yeah. I don't know. They
What?
figured. Well, I noticed this. Steam, Discord, like every app in the App Store, they all update on Sunday. Have you guys noticed that?
I don't know why corporations would do it, but I know why I was doing it when I worked in the hospital. We would
Why
go
did
in
you
on
do it when you
Sunday.
worked at the hospital?
Well, we did it on Sundays because that was our low traction days. We had fewer patients. We had lower staff there. It was skeleton crew. The only thing that was really, hands off, don't touch it, was the emergency rooms for updating anything software wise or hardware, anything like that. So we would try to do it on Sundays, maybe Saturday nights. And that interferes a lot less with the workflow Monday through Friday.
So then that has to be the reason these companies do it. They had to have aggregated a bunch of data and decided, okay, Sunday is the lowest traffic day for all these for our app. Let's just roll out the update on Sunday.
Could be.
That has to be the reason.
It's because they're going off of data from the 50s, and 96% of the population in the Americas and over 99% of the population in Europe was at some sort of religious service the entirety of Sunday.
Well, it's probably not from the 50s, it's probably from the 2010s, and yeah, even 10 years ago, people were probably a bit more religious, so anybody who got any of these websites or apps probably, it's probably due to church or something.
Then COVID happened, and we discovered, hey, wait, we can do this same thing from home.
Yes,
You
good.
just be at home and be okay.
Anyway, back to the topic.
Totally kind of related to that. There's a Catholic priest in Chicago. He does confession via Discord.
That would not work according to church doctrine because it can't be on a recorded medium.
No, it was not recorded. It was just, or if not Discord, it's some sort of like a telephonic thing where identity is concise or whatever, and they're able to do it telephonically. But he's able to do it for people that are like homebound and other things. So it's some sort of rule within, I guess, canon law under the Vatican where you can't do it for everybody, but you can do it for some. So Who knows? Technology is going to get there.
Yeah,
Once
I
we
guess.
start having services in VR, that's going to be
Oh, yeah.
awesome.
Oh boy.
Priest, Jesus, tap of a button.
Oh,
Greetings.
yes.
Greetings.
All right.
I am Jesus. Nah, I don't like that Jesus. Where's black Jesus?
That's in the next patch. You can update the skins. Like I would do mine to look like Randy Circus.
I was
Good
with all
lord.
these things going,
Come on.
hello, I am Jesus. And
Thank you for calling the Catholic Services Hotline. How can we help you with your confession today?
yo, what's up? I'm here to save your ass from Satan. Ah, that's better.
See, that I can connect with.
Praise
I want a
Jesus.
preacher.
Get up, suck my
I want a
dick.
preacher. I want a preacher to get up on the pulpit and go, "You are a waste of time and space," and I just go, "Amen." Yes.
Thank you. Finally, statistic. Actually, there was a piece, there was a preacher in Brazil who actually said, if you suck my dick and drink my milk, you will be saved. And people believed him.
Oh my god.
Oh. Now, but Brazil does have the electro dance DJ priest.
That is weird.
For me, it's
that
like, you know
he
what, salvation
just
is-
went viral.
It's like, I'm not
He's-
that ready to be saved, so
Yeah.
I'll see.
I'm not super religious with it, but I don't know. I would go to like he did it at the foot of that giant Jesus statue in Brazil.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So they had a whole EDM thing with lasers, light shows, and he's just doing, worship
Okay.
music, quote unquote, but it's EDM, and it was rocking. I was sitting back going, okay,
All right.
this
Yeah, I
is
mean,
this is
yeah,
more my
I would go
style.
there too. Just a little
Well-
Christian rave.
Yeah, Christian
That's
rave, we'll do it.
Yeah.
LSD, the LSD is on paper, and it's called like wafer.
Oh, good lord.
Body of Christ.
Yeah, help you see God for sure.
Instead of they call it acid stamps, it's like, here's some wafer stamps, man. Feel God through your body.
All right.
Hey, hey, priest, you got that communion, man? I need some wafer. No. Oh, that's horrible.
Anyways,
Can you imagine, would they like remix hymns and all that? Or
Oh.
would it just be just super EDM and all of a sudden you have somebody go, Jesus.
Oh no, it's good. Just look it up. You look it up on YouTube or TikTok or whatever.
Mm.
It rocks. It's like got this choral undertone mixed
So-
with like Dead Mouse kind of a vibe,
I love that.
but with a very like Riviera-esque French melody.
that's
Is
crazy.
the song I heard. It is so good.
Oh,
So,
we're
but
going
the-
to save you today with the love of Christ.
But the whole so all the choral singing is in Latin.
Oh, okay. That's pretty dope.
That does make
It was
sense.
really cool. It sounded like it was sick. I liked it.
Okay. Well,
It's
back
way
to the
better
top,
than Christian rock.
right? Nate, your animal story.
Which one?
Oh,
I have
mean, just-
many because I go outside a lot and I actively like look
Pick-
for critters to encounter.
Right. Pick your most
Oh.
recent one in like a wild animal.
Recent and a wild animal. Okay. Memories. I mean, I did like almost like see a buzzard as well while we were on a walk in the woods, and I heard a distinct cry, and and I heard it like and even saw the branches of the tree move, but unfortunately I couldn't see it in my own eyes because it kind of flew away, and it flew away the other side than I was, and yeah.
Aw.
So that's sad. But my other, like, I guess recent-ish encounter, it was that I can clearly remember. It was with the common slowworm. Okay, like the
Slowworm?
the Anguis fragilis. It's a legless lizard.
Oh, so like a
So
snake.
yeah, and those are legless lizards. Legless
Oh.
lizards
I just
are
looked it
different
up,
from
and yeah.
snakes. What?
Yeah, it does kind of look like it's like a snake, but it's got like a lizard's head.
They call it a
Yes, exactly.
Huh.
They are very common here, as the name suggests.
Huh.
And yeah, I like to, to to grab them, to like, take a photo and to let them go.
Hmm.
Just a little
I'm
thingy.
sure
And
they've got,
you
I'm sure
know,
they've got your face engraved into their memory going, oh God, here's the guy that likes to pick up snakes. Run! No, I'm not a snake. Put me down. Look,
I
I've
take
got
pictures of everything. Yeah, I'm not safe, but I would hacking love to just hold a snake, like a wild one, because there has been times that, or have been, yeah, there have been times that I've like come in close quarters with a grass snake. Let me just look
You
up
say
the
grass snake?
yeah, but those are harmless.
grass snake. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's just.
those little grass or garden snakes are pretty harmless.
Yeah,
At least
all they
humans.
can do is like get really pissy and start biting you. But I've
Don't do
gotten
nothing.
bitten by like non-venomous snakes before, and it's nothing. You just have a little needle,
Yeah.
like indent, and
Yeah.
yeah.
You're
Again,
not
I
gonna
would
hurt
love
'em.
to hold it. I have come like almost face to face with one because I was like splashing around in a pond, and one was swimming there.
Oh geez.
But yeah, it took a right turn and just didn't want to swim any closer because you big human.
Yeah. I
That
mean,
was another close.
when I was a little kid, we always our schools always took us to these wildlife centers, and they always had a big like I swear every single one. It might have been the same one just a couple times, and I'm just misremembering. I swear to God, every single one had a big yellow like banana python for us to pet. And the wildlife like trainer would always like hold it like in their arms, like here. I'm looking it up on my computer. Let's see. Yep, this one. It was always this one. This big old. I'll put it in other image, other or show me your animals.
Hmm.
Because if they bit you, there was no venom, so they
Yeah, so if they accidentally ever bitten the kids, they wouldn't get friggin' sued. Yeah, I
Oh,
just put it in.
dish noodle! Yeah, they're very docile. They're like super common. We even had them on like little after school activity for kids. Just,
Yeah,
they were there.
they're
They are
very
docile noodles.
very smooth and squishy.
Yeah.
But next, Andy, do you have any stories like at a zoo or like wild animals or what? Do you have an animal story?
Um. Uh. Not really. I mean, I've been to the zoo and I've seen some cool animals, but
Oh,
Did
well,
you did you participate in petting the goats?
no, never really had that chance.
okay.
Sag.
He's more interested in petting girls.
Yep, you're absolutely right about that one.
Oh my
I
god.
mean, that should count as a wild animal encounter. Some
Encounter a wild cat
humans. I'm going to include dudes in this too. Some humans I would classify
I mean,
still
we
as an
are
animal.
animals, so we are in the Animalia kingdom, so
And
And
we're only
scientists
2
are
steps
working on
away from
genetically engineered
raccoons.
cat girls.
Please let us
Yeah.
have anime cat girls.
Anime cat girl.
I mean, if we're going like from genetic closeness, we'll soon have like human rodent hybrids than human and feline
Seems wild.
hybrids.
Andy would have 3.
Would you buy 3
Oh,
anime
yeah.
cat girls, Andy?
Yep, and I'd make one of them look like Sarah.
Oh my god, no.
Oh, it's better your husband.
Please, Andy, no. Bad.
Andy will wind up. What was the anime with the Neko girls that they're spacefaring, they're predominantly female in their species, and then they went up
Oh,
into
the
Earth.
name is on the tip of my tongue.
I see one of them is in like a
No.
red jumpsuit, another one's in a blue and a white jumpsuit. It's not
I am picturing the anime you're talking about, but
it's not
the name-
Evangelion. It's another one.
No, not at all. Oh, what is the name?
Just look at Google it, or if
Yeah. Let's Google it. Okay, so
That's cheating. Anyway, Andy's going to be the IRL pro tag of that one.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Elon Musk is going to give us cat girls, and then Japan is going to give us Gundams. We put the two together. Perfect.
Cat Planet Cuties? That can't
That's
be
the
it.
one.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Cat Planet Cuties. My God.
Yeah.
Not a hentai.
Apparently, yeah, it's one of those. I can't believe it's not hentai.
Yep.
Maybe they were just trying to, be different.
I
How
think they're-
close can we get before we're censored?
Yeah.
We should
Pretty
have a
much how
discussion
like.
about hentai.
Huh?
We should have a discussion about hentai.
No.
We'll just
Um,
do an entire 1 hour synopsis on Euphoria.
Oh my god, no.
That shit
What?
is garbage.
It is. I can't.
For anyone
believe-
listening, do not watch it.
Whoever
Watch
made
it.
that needs to be put in a mental hospital.
They are on a list.
Right.
Oh,
Uh,
dang.
yeah, something went down. That particular thing, that abomination came up at a con that I went to, where they had a panel discussion on it
Oh, geez.
and the danger of it. And it was kind of like a PSA, we need to keep an eye on stuff coming out, because one of the creators apparently did wind up doing a lot of time in Japan,
Oh, geez.
shortly, either during the production of it or shortly after. And you kind of look at it and go, I'm not surprised.
Right.
Wow.
Wow.
Gross.
Nah, I'm not
Gross.
surprised.
Yeah. But circling back to my animal story, like I said, we're circling back to our honeymoon at Fossil Ridge. After we went to the Dr. Pepper factory in Waco, we took one of those car safaris. It's one of those places where they have animals that are way out of their normal habitat. These are animals that are from Africa and everything. And so we're having fun, feeding the animals. They give you pellets to feed them. And so you can, grab a handful of pellets, stick your hand out the window, and goats will come nom nom from your hand and everything. And these are ibex goats, so they have the big horns.
Ooh, those are beautiful.
Yeah. And then we get to the ostrich.
Oh, hey Stone.
What's up?
I got a joke for you.
What's up?
You said they're from Africa and they were feeding them in a zoo, right?
Yeah, by hand.
Yeah.
Oh no.
He gets it.
What?
He's I mean, I think they've escaped from the zoo. I saw him down the street from me.
Oh, jeez.
Actually, we did have human zoos at one point.
I am shaking my head, but you can't hear it.
Yeah.
We used to trap indigenous people and feed them, throw food at them, everything.
Yeah, I was fucked up.
Yeah,
But
that's crazy.
We still do. It's called a public school.
yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
I mean, you got one right here.
I mean, yeah, I'll say public school is pretty much the closest thing to prison that you can get. I mean, it even operates on prison rules. 1 year, I literally had to kick someone's ass to be left alone.
Wow.
Yeah.
And with prison, you get better food, unfortunately.
Yeah. That's
Exactly.
why, like I said in an earlier luncheon about school and everything, why we had off-campus lunch, and I was so thankful for it, because the food there was terrible. So, yeah, I can just drive 5 minutes to get home and make something much better.
On the safari thing that you and Lady Stone went for your
Right.
honeymoon, was there a elephant or anything like that?
Was there? I know there was a giraffe, but he was in a pen.
Yeah, because
That's kind of dope.
Yeah.
we could pay extra to go into that pen to feed them.
Right. Now, granted, we went to the Waco Zoo, and that was really cool. So we went on a weekday, on a Thursday, effectively. It was our first stop. It was 10 in the morning, and on top of this, it was again, it's Waco, so it's not a very big town. And on top of this, it was 50 degrees and misting. Nobody there. We had the entire Waco Zoo to ourselves for 3 hours.
It's also because
Damn.
it was freezing.
You said Waco, Texas, right?
Yeah, Waco, Texas. And it wasn't
Oh.
freezing. It was cold. It was misting. Now, granted, we didn't get to see the rhinos, and the elephants were also in this like garage sort of container, same with the giraffes, but almost every other animal was out. So we got to basically just walk up and down that place and didn't have anybody in our way. It was a good time.
We were so happy.
In the words of Craig from South Park, we were so happy. But to finish the story about the ostrich for that safari, I think it's better that Lady Stone tells it. So tell them about your encounter with the ostrich.
Well, let's see. It's in a car, so there are people ahead of us, and the lady was stopping, making the driver stop because she wanted to feed the animals. But unfortunately, they were coming to our car, so I couldn't go around them. Nothing. So this ostrich was like hanging on our door, like, "Hey, I know you got food. Let me in." So I rolled down the window just enough to put my cup out there, and it got me on my hand. And I was like, "Fucking bird!" I almost reached out to strangle the damn thing, but I was good. I did not. I just rolled up the window and I waited while this thing was tapping on her windshield.
Yeah, demanding more food.
And the lady was like, going. You can tell they were arguing because the guy is pointing to us, and she's flailing her arms, and it's like.
So finally, they pull over so that we can go around.
And the ostrich followed us. It did not give two shits about the truck. It followed us. I'm sitting there going, I'm going to be stalked by a fucking ostrich. This is how I'm going to die. My hand's bleeding. I'm pissed. And I look over to the driver, and the lady's going, me, me, me. And I look at her, and I just went, fuck you.
Flipped him off.
Flicked her off, and then she got even more mad.
Mm-hmm.
And Dave was like, are you okay? I went, don't talk right now. Just don't talk. Let me swallow in this pain.
Yeah, her thumb was like cut open.
Oof.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah, those beaks are sharp.
Stupid bird.
And
I'm
now
I would
take
have
that same bird and give it razor sharp talons on the feet,
I
remove
would have
most of the
more
feathers, and
I
put
mean-
razor sharp teeth in the beak.
I would have driven off.
I mean, ostriches have pretty dangerous talents as well. So
Right.
Oh yeah.
But
I
it's
mean-
basically a velociraptor.
Yeah,
It's just
ostriches,
more
emus,
floofy.
cassowaries. Those are
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Oh,
descendants of the
screw
dinosaurs.
cassowaries. I'm not for the extermination of most species, but that thing, no.
Aren't you like cassowaries?
And they're fucking
I have a friend. So I have a friend of mine that is from a region where those things are extremely prevalent, and he's told me stories, and he's shown me videos of these things. They will hunt humans,
Oh Jesus!
not just see a human and then attack it. They will stalk you,
like actual
So-
velociraptors.
Oh,
like
Jesus.
an actual predatory velociraptor bird. Cassowaries will just be there and around. The next thing, it's just going through the brush, and it will stalk people until it feels okay. I can take a hit, and it'll charge out and jump at humans.
Like claws out
they've
and try to tear them apart.
Claws out and everything. They'll hit you with their wings, hit you with the beak, hit you with the claws. They have had cassowary alerts. They have road signs along all their major roads of travel, like, hey, warning, cassowary, do not get out of your vehicle. Like, it's a rule of thumb. If something happens to your car, like flat tire, and you can see one of those signs up ahead, or you just passed it, do not get out of your car to change your tire,
Oh, damn.
because they'll just ambush you. So you have to call the tow truck folks, and they have the kind of tow truck that'll pull up in front of your car, and they can control it from the cab, and they'll just pull your car away from the area so you can change your tire.
And don't have to get out of your car.
Exactly. Because it's too dangerous.
Which reminds me of that Robot Chicken sketch.
Oh yeah.
Where it's like, well, they're the most organized protests out there. And it goes back to where you have this director going, ready. First
Velociraptor, second Velociraptor. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
I mean, you're off beat.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
First velociraptor, good. Second velociraptor, good. Third velociraptor. Third velociraptor. Velociraptor. Oh, wait, was that me? Yes, Crystal. Again, you're late. Can I get a mosquito buried in amber with some goddamn rhythm?
You do have to wonder, like, if what they're, like, sort of training their young, or if it was just instinct. Because the fact that they are extinct means we truly don't know everything they did, you know?
Well, if you look at modern predators,
Mhm.
the most successful modern predators in the animal kingdom will teach their young, and they'll do it in stages.
And let me, like, insert myself into here. Just look at, modern predatory birds.
Yeah.
There you go.
So I guess,
See,
do
that's-
cassowaries train their young?
I don't personally know, but it would not surprise me
I mean,
because of how coordinated they could be. I mean, it shows an insane level of intelligence because they know what the peripheral vision range of a human is. And they
Yeah.
will make efforts to stay on the edge of it or outside of it. And it's also one of those birds, according to my buddy, that they will distract humans. So, like, if you can see one, there's at least one more that you don't know where it is.
Right.
So they'll usually go, like, if they're doing that, sometimes they're in pairs. There's other times where they'll have the cassowaries will just be out in the open on the beach where tourists are, because they know tourists are stupid. Because a tourist will just see, oh, it's a large ostrich. It's really pretty. And they're like, yeah, come on over here. Get closer, get closer, get closer, and bite. They will literally sit out there. So they'll do that in the open where tourists are, but where locals are, they use this complete other tactic.
Right.
Or then you take that into account with, say, great white sharks.
Right.
You'll have up until, 2019, 2020, we didn't know if the sharks that were on the coast of Africa, like the famous flying great whites, we didn't know if they were there year round or if they migrated, whatever. So come 2019, 2020, they had at least 2 individuals that they were able to tag and track that they migrate to different areas, and they use completely different tactics depending on where they're at. So the flying sharks that are in Africa or off the coast of it, they will, of course, go deep, circle, wait, see the seals, do the flying attack. But then when they go, I think one of the individuals comes somewhere into the coast of Southern America. It's a complete different tactic there. You don't see the diving pattern on the tracker anymore, but you do see more energy expenditure. Like they're swimming faster at a greater or a lesser depth, I should say. Like they're closer to the surface. They're swimming faster. They're making more maneuvering turns. So it's a completely different mindset that these animals are able to put themselves into to survive.
I would love to go shark diving. Or just like swim with sharks.
A lot of things, probably it's due to watching their mother do things. And then I think it's based off instinct. They're being wired.
Yeah.
But like most mammals who are carrying kid to term, it's that they pick up on things while in embryo.
Yeah.
So like,
yeah.
if you know how to use a tablet, your kid's going to come out kind of knowing what a tablet is and being able to pick up on it quicker than probably somebody born in the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see that.
This is why, like,
that's why they always say to be careful with how you are when you're carrying, because the kid will pick up on things.
Yeah.
Your chemicals and whatnot, the sounds.
Now, I don't know if I get this from my mom or my dad, but this is how I guess figured out like video editing on my own and everything, or like how I get this sort of drive to just kind of figure things out on my own. You know, it has to come from one parent. I just don't know which parent it is. You know.
Probably your dad.
Yeah, if I had to guess, it was probably dad because he likes doing that.
Plus your mom's technical idiot.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm gonna have to get going. Sorry.
Later, Andy.
Yeah, later, and hopefully Discord fixes this stupid shit.
Yeah, hopefully so.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
But I just posted this meme. I put it in memes, though it's not really a meme. It's just a picture from King of the Hill. So there's this episode of King of the Hill where Buck Strickland, he has these emus that he needs slaughtered because they're just costing too much to maintain. You know, the field that they're in, he could probably use it for better purposes. Whatever. He wants Hank to kill him, and so Hank can't bring himself to kill him. So the emus peck Bill in the face and then charge through all four of them, you know, and just run off. So Hank has trouble finding them, you know, because he wants them killed so that, you know, he can go back to Buck and say he did it. Naturally, he can't find them. So the emus track down Buck. As you can see by the image, they maul him. He's just screaming as they peck at him.
What? That's okay. I could not tell that from the picture at all.
Well, you can see them in his car window behind them, right? Or behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're all behind him, and when he sees them, he turns around and he starts screaming as they start pecking at him.
Right.
Yeah, I swear, King of the Hill. It's very, it's an unsung masterpiece as far as shows are concerned. But
Because there's a whole diaspora of people when you're watching that show. It's either you're laughing at Hank because of how silly he is, and you know a Hank in your life, or the only other person is you relate far too much with Dale.
Yeah, because you know your government does this shit, and
Yeah, I think the older I got, the more I related with Dale. And went, you know what? He's not a kook. He's got a point. The government is putting microchips in all your food.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
If our government could do that, they absolutely would.
Microchips in my food.
Yeah, so they can track our movements.
I don't need more iron in my blood, thank you.
Go in
Right.
there and massage my wife.
The American government was also the one that had a bill, I think, in 2015. They wanted to put money into research to put a subdermal microchip in everybody, like in your hand or something, that would link to your social security number, your health records, credit card information, all of it. And my first thought as a 15-year-old kid was, so if I want to steal a credit card, I just got to chop someone's hand off.
Pretty much, yeah. Or like that's just some straight up demolition man shit, you know?
Right.
Yeah. Anyways, so we have enough time for an animal story from each of you. So, Rabbit, do you have another animal story?
I was really young when this one happened. This is like funny. So, turkey hunting is really big in southern area, like North Florida, Georgia, Alabama, like the area I'm from. So when turkey is in season, you go out, 2 a.m, drive for 4 hours to get to your spot, set up your hide, and then you sit there for the entire weekend, making these stupid little noises to try and call turkeys in, or you've put dummies and decoys out to get the turkeys in. So 2 days into it with my buddy and his dad, who invited me along to do this, we're sitting there with the shotguns, bored out of our minds, when something was rustling at the back of the hide. And mind you, we had seen nothing. No bears, no squirrels, no birds, no nothing. So when my buddy turned to see what was at the tent, because he thought maybe his dad had snuck out when he was dozed off, I woke up to my buddy going, "Are you freaking kidding me?" A turkey walked into the hide and was eating out of the bag of beef jerky that was under my buddy's dad's seat, because he had, in fact, left to go and take a piss. So me and my friend are sitting in this little covered tent, camouflaged in the middle of the woods, and the only turkey we saw in 2 days is the one that walked into the hide and ate our beef jerky, and then it just looked at us and walked right out. When his dad came
Red
back,
got attitude.
yeah, when his dad came back
Turkey don't give a
with the
fuck.
shotgun, he was like, "Hey, did you see anything?" We say, "Yeah, we saw one." I was like, and he didn't shoot it. Went, well, it was too close. So, and this is before smartphones and everything. You couldn't just pull your smartphone out and take a picture of it. So, showed him the bag of beef jerky, which had been pecked open and everything, and the turkey had relieved itself inside the tent too. So he's like,
Oh,
"That's turkey.
Ew.
That's turkey scat." It's like, yeah, you're telling me a turkey walked in here? Yeah, and he didn't shoot it. He was so mad that my buddy did not shoot the turkey. And I looked at my friend and went, "If you had shot that, it would have probably hit me."
oh
But
well.
they are stupid. They are stupid animals. Or I guess the only other time I went turkey hunting, we didn't have a hide. I was just laying in the grass waiting, and a turkey literally walked up and sat on me.
Oh, geez.
Just
You go stand there and suckle.
they're stupid.
I
This
mean,
is, this is why we domesticate a large number of them like chickens.
Yeah, it's true. They're
So-
easy. I could have probably just grabbed it and taken it back to the truck.
And then just, raised it?
I guess.
Okay.
You could take that
Nate,
Tom back and go find a female and be like, I got free turkey for the rest of the season.
for the rest of your life, even.
Yep.
Oh gosh, yes.
Maybe. Depends.
There
I
is
don't know how long
there's a
turkeys live, but-
massive turkey farm here in Indiana though. They supply a massive amount of turkeys for like Thanksgivings and delis and things like that. Those farms are massive and you can hear the turkeys. So of course when I was at a red light, of course I did it.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know if they heard me or not, but I kind of hope they did and that they just went absolutely crazy. Just
Yeah. Anyways, Nate, your animal story?
Okay, this time I'll just, we are out of the woods and into like, okay, no, it is still surrounded by woods, but it's like a ranch farm thing where, you can take your kid to, teach, no, to get them like, used to sitting on a horse if they ever want to take up horse riding later in their life. So I got to ride some horses, and I also got to meet other like farm animals there. And the chickens were nice. I think they also had some sheep, but I don't remember interacting much with them. And they also had goats. Goats are fine. They are nice. It's just I fed them some like dandelion and the patches of grass that were around. And one goat, it either got like mad at me because I turned around to feed the rest of the leaves to another goat, or just I don't know. But again, I was little. I was like 8 years old. But yeah, so I'm just feeding and petting the one goat. I turn around. I try to go for the other goat, and the previous one just headbutts me. Their horns straight like onto my buttocks, like just the
How
ow.
hard? Like, was it like a light headbutt, like where it like would knock you off balance, or did it like completely like knock you off your feet?
Yeah, just like I think it was just like I mean, I definitely stumbled forward,
Oh, so
and
just
yeah,
kinda
and
took a few
I was
steps,
hurt
lowered
both
its head,
physically and emotionally. Just like,
Right.
bro, why?
But basically, I think what it did was it lowered its head, and then, like, I guess if it was close enough to you, it sort of did like a half chargy, to like kind of knock you off your balance a bit.
So to
I mean,
summarize,
maybe, but again,
very quickly, you went to a farm with a bunch of trees and fed some goats, and one of the goats got upset that you weren't paying attention to it, and it butted you, and you lost your balance. You became emotionally devastated and physically hurt.
Yes.
I wouldn't call it emotionally devastated, but pretty much.
I mean, the moral of the story is
And I
if
had a
any
bruise.
animal chooses you, if any animal chooses you, you don't get to go to another animal. You are no longer free will. It's the
Yep.
cat rule. Animal
I
chose
guess,
you.
but then the goat just like fucked off, like a little. Like,
So
nah.
after he headbutted you, he walked away.
Yeah.
So
Basically to tell you
Rude.
like, you ain't shit.
Sounds like people.
well, no. Basically, the goat's mindset was this: give me food. Okay, I'm not getting food. I'm going to headbutt you. Refuses to elaborate.
Yeah.
Leaves. Yes, exactly. Rude little goat, but it was the only asshole goat. Okay, no, there was one other like asshole goat, but instead of like attacking me, it kind of just it just kind of tried to ignore me like all the way. But that's two asshole goats in my life. All the other goats, yeah, normal sweet animals.
Okay, well,
Because I
that
grew up
is
near a goat farm, so I know that smell.
yeah. That they can poop a lot.
Oh yeah.
Just like people.
Yep.
Just like you.
So you gonna blab? Hmm? Hmm?
Huh?
Hmm?
Huh?
Anyways, that is our show. We'll do this for closing thoughts. Just I guess for my closing thoughts, with wild animals, oftentimes their behavior can be unpredictable. You never know what they're gonna do. Just don't FAFO with wild animals. Do not FAFO. Because
What's
it
FAFO?
fuck around and find out.
Ah.
Yeah, FAFO, fuck around and find out. You'd never want to FAFO with animals. You never know what they might do to you. So just to respect nature in all of its glory. Rabid, your closing thoughts?
I think I'm in the majority thinking I like animals more than people, or most people.
Yeah. To be honest, I'm with you there.
Yeah.
Lady Stone's with you there too.
Right.
Never-
And you've got those people. I'm really jealous of the kind of folks, I guess, like Lady Stone and the folks that are kind of like Disney princesses,
Yeah,
where you just go out in the middle of nowhere and wild animals flock to you.
Yeah.
I really wish, because where I'm living now, there's a lake and there's a whole bunch of ducks, and I want nothing more than to hand feed these ducks. They won't. They're not running away from me anymore, so we're making progress. But yeah, I prefer animals over people any day.
Oh, then I
But I'm
guess
not PETA. I'm not PETA extreme like that.
I'm with PETA. People eating tasty animals.
Sponsored by Heinz.
Because I guess he would hate being around me then when I was even younger, because I used to be able to catch ducklings and also used to be able to hand feed wild animals.
My
Yeah.
goodness, ducklings are so adorable.
So
But
even now, like we'll be out a walk or something, all of a sudden a stray dog or cat, and it's like, hi, and it's like, oh, hello.
yep.
Can we keep it? No. Okay.
Yeah.
See, for me, it's just vicious dogs. Always the dog that's like, oh, don't pet her. She's mean. She hates men.
But she
Right?
likes you.
Loves me. Won't leave me alone.
Huh. That's just odd coincidences, I think. Just
Mhm.
sometimes there's just that animal that just clicks with you.
Yeah. Oh, but it's always vicious dogs, especially pit bulls. Pit bulls pick up on me and go, "Oh, I like you."
That is
Yep.
weird.
Like, oh, good, you're an asshole. I like you.
Yeah, exactly. I've got that vibe of, "Oh, you hate the world too. So do I." Yeah.
Yeah. Nate, your closing thoughts on animals?
Well, I mean, don't harass wildlife, but if you feel confident enough, you can just and if it can fit in your hand, catch it, photograph it, release it.
Yep.
And post the location on iNaturalist. I have to still sign up for that because
Oh, is that like an app?
it's the life Pokédex. For real animals, your
okay.
sightings of them and all that. But anyways, yeah, don't harass wildlife in any way. Maybe again, aside from catching them for photos, but otherwise, animals are cool, and encountering them in the wild is even cooler.
Yep. And yeah, so respect animals. Anyways, that is our show. Boy, I need to grab my laundry, and Boy must be run down because he is full of beans. So Nate, go ahead and close us out.
Goodbye, Pebbles across all platforms. This has been the Idiots Podcast.
Yep.